build your algorithm brick by brick. You got a real. What's up, everybody? West
Hey,
Coast Weekly.
I thought
Uh,
I had a good algorithm. I thought my
no,
algorithm was good.
no, it be some people that like will like fly out of nowhere
Yeah.
and
And then
surprise you.
fuck your whole shit up.
It's like I had somebody I thought was cool and I was gonna invite on the show, and then they started making racist allegations, and I'm like, whoa, there, brother, we gotta. I
Gotta
think I can.
tone it down.
I think I can find the tweet. Just give me 1 minute because it's in here. Let me. What's going on, everybody? Again, we're back at it again with another episode of West Coast Weekly. I almost called it Wednesday.
What is it, Tuesday?
It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday, my dudes.
It's Tuesday. It's a good Tuesday. It's a good Tuesday.
It's a damn good Tuesday. I think it's a damn good Tuesday.
You got Maddie in the fresh apartment, the fresh crib.
Brand fucking new. It is I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We finally got the TVs mounted, so after this I'll probably take a nap, wake up, and then kick on something for the big TV.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, somebody hit me with a thin dump. Okay, so let me pull this up. Let me pull this up real quick. So I was on we were just talking about how X has been lately. And I made a comment because we had Double or Nothing. It's a weird week for us, and we had Saturday night main event on Saturday, and we had AAA, which was kind of weird because there was no translation in the first part on the WWE um, stream. I think they had some issues with the live feed, and then Double or Nothing was on Sunday.
Yeah, it was on Sunday.
And so we were talking about this. Somebody said going from Double or Nothing to WWE Raw is certainly something. And I had to say, watching an AEW pay per view and then going to weekly WWE is almost depressing.
You're not wrong. You really aren't, because if you think about it, if you really think about it, most of the people that got brought into, WWE way back in the WWF days, they were brought into a product that mostly focused on the in-ring wrestling. Like,
Yeah.
you'd get a couple segments a night, but for the most part, you'd fill that 2 hours with wrestling. WWE now is 2.5 hour show, and you're lucky to get 30 minutes, 45 minutes of in-ring content.
Yeah. What's been throwing me lately is the non-wrestling main events. Like ever since
segments.
Yeah, so ever since Roman Reigns entered the main event on Raw, I want to say it's been segment main event, segment main event, segment main event. CM
Yeah,
Punk.
because him and Jacob have closed the last 3 Raws.
Yep, they had a contract signing this Raw.
And then you were bringing up even during the WrestleMania push, like whenever he was getting ready to face CM Punk, damn near every week it ended with a segment between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. You're not far off there, bro.
It's been some of the segments hit. The first 3, because I think it was only 4 to the WrestleMania main event. Like the first 3 hit, and the last one was garbage. But it's like, what are we doing here? And my question is, has the standard of pro wrestling shifted in the USA?
Is it the standard, or is it the expectation that's changed?
Honestly, I think it's the standard.
Because yeah, with I can't even say that though, because you really do have AEW trying their goddamnedest to get like a lot of wrestling on a 2-hour show.
Yeah, and so for the
Like they're
longest,
trying to maintain the standard from years ago.
and that's what the standard hasn't really shifted in my opinion. So you know, WWE sort of puts an end to all the territories for real because they start grabbing up all the talent. What's left of the territories kind of come together and form WCW. And then once WCW goes away in the early 2000s, there's no real there's no real WWE can relax off the standard. Like they can do whatever they want and they can call it whatever they want because they're the guy on TV for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to have that like the top tier cable package to see WWE. You can see that with basic cable for the most part.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure if I hooked up a digital antenna to my TV, I'd probably get USA and what Fox is.
I want to say TBS you might pick up too.
Yeah, so I can get all. I'm gonna put that to the test. I'm gonna buy a digital antenna and see what I can get. But
I want to say TBS is like a basic cable channel, isn't it?
yeah, but like my point in saying that is back in the day, um, mid 2000s, TNA comes out. TNA comes along. At first, they're pay per view only, so you had to pay every week.
Which is wild. That I have no idea how they didn't go under in the first couple of months doing weekly pay-per-views.
To be honest, I think they might have made enough off of the live event because they did it. They did it at the Asylum in wrestling country.
Mm-hmm.
So if you run shows
And they
where
were
they
technically in NWA territory as well.
right because they had the NWA belts. So I'm honestly thinking they're getting enough off the live event to keep that thriving.
I can see that because they were also bringing in like random celebrities as well of the area. I think like Tim McGraw showed up at one time.
I remember that.
Didn't he hit Jeff Jarrett with a fucking body slam?
He did. So yeah, they really appeal to the people in the area. Then then they went to what was it? They found I guess Spike TV wanted to continue to run wrestling after Raw left because when I first found out about wrestling or wrestling in general, it was on Spike TV. No
That
one knew
was a
exactly.
very easy way of watching Raw.
Yeah, and so once Raw left, we ended up. I ended up still watching Spike TV, and I was looking through the guide, and I saw wrestling. Oh, TNA wrestling. I like this kind of wrestling. I'm also going to watch this kind of wrestling. I also watched for those of you who remember Wrestling Society X back in the day.
I think I might have been too young to catch that.
Yeah, it was.
It was like early 2000, wasn't it? Like 2002 or something?
Yeah, it was. It was a strange time. It was. You had Vampiro, X Pac,
Yeah,
Aleister Black,
fucking Teddy Hart.
Teddy Hart, Jack Evans. Very interesting card. But
Yeah, X-Pac being there was like the weird one. You're just like, okay, why are you here? Do you really need to get paid that bad?
I honestly think that's the promotion in which he busted his
His
asshole.
tactics.
Yeah. No. His
Oh no,
his
where he
rec-
actually ripped his shit open.
yeah, he ripped his ass open. I think that might be the one.
You might be right. But yeah, dude, like in the last 10 years alone, or you could probably go a little further back, in the last like 15 years, you've seen a decline in what the standard became.
Of course.
Like what in the last 15 years, what would you say is the worst year of pro wrestling you've seen?
Probably the year where they did everything they could to try to get Roman Reigns over.
That was 2016?
Yeah,
15?
so
No, 2015. 2015.
yeah, 2015. So that was when he had to defend the WWE Championship in the Royal Rumble.
Okay, so that was the 2016 year because that was the year AJ Styles debuted.
Yeah, so I'd have to go with that year, 2015, 2016 toss up. Because what do you mean Triple H, a career heel, is the de facto babyface in your WrestleMania main event? Because nobody wants to see Roman Reigns beat him.
Yeah.
You literally did all you could to make Roman Reigns a babyface, and everybody's just like, nope.
That year specifically does stick out, and that was 10 years ago. So in 10 years, it's almost like we've come full circle and we've gotten right back to the point where we got our wheels stuck back in the mud. AEW is full steam ahead right now.
Full steam. And I'd even say that even though you had a transitional champion in Darby Allin, they did everything they could in the 4 to 6 weeks he held the belt to make his championship reign feel like a really big deal.
Did he hit 60 days?
I don't think so.
Because
it happened right before Mania. And last week when we talked about it,
I think he was at like 53, wasn't he?
Yeah, so he might have hit 60. Let me
do a bit of efforting on that. But like you were saying, like even Darby
days.
39. So that graphic we saw was botched.
Oh, let me pull the graphic up again.
Or did it say 33 and my dyslexic ass is just seeing it wrong?
Let me pull it up.
Because, yeah, Darby defended that thing like twice a week.
And the matches all of the matches were great.
Some bordered on insane. The match he had with Pac, where he got fucking thrown off onto the concourse.
No, wait, what the hell? No, it does say 53 days. So hold on.
I knew I wasn't wrong, damn it.
Somebody's wrong. So he won it April 15th.
We're June 20. Yeah, yesterday was the 24th?
No, today is the 26th.
Okay, so he lost it on the 24th.
Right.
So that would have been a month. Yeah, 39 days is probably closer.
Damn.
So the graphic maker done lied.
They probably meant 35.
Mm-hmm.
And type 53.
It happens.
It
but
happens to me all the
time. In a month, Darby damn near defended that thing twice a week because he had 7 defenses in there.
Yeah, alas, I just had the picture up. It should still be here. Nope, right here. Yeah, it was 7 from what I saw.
Yeah, so he had 7 defenses going into his match with MJF.
Oh no, that was his 7th defense. 6 defenses.
Oh, so that was his 7th.
But he also probably defended it on Collision.
Yeah, because his match with Ciampa was on Collision, wasn't it?
Yeah. Huh.
So yeah, he genuinely was defending that shit on Dynamite and Collision in the same week and killing himself doing so.
But in sort of to play the when is he not killing himself?
Valid. And you also look at the opponents he was going against. Ciampa, Pac, Brody King. Like he wasn't taking on just like random people in the peanut gallery. He was taking on legit fucking hitters.
Yeah, MJF. Wait
And
a
then there
minute.
was that one match with Sammy Guevara, but you know,
Yeah, I
four
think that
pillars
was
and all.
just for. I think that was just for. Yeah, the four pillars got a shot, except for Jack Perry.
Yeah, I don't think Jack got a match.
Jack was busy though,
Yeah, Jack was doing
setting up.
Yeah.
Stadium Stampede things. But now
I need to watch that match. I heard it was phenomenal. I did not get a chance to see that match.
my favorite part was Leo Rush.
Oh, with Bobby Lashley, I did see that spot.
Yeah.
By the way, side tangent. Blackheart Leo Rush on TV has been a fucking hit. I love it.
And I probably gave Blackheart a little bit more shit than I should have, because I was I saw when they sort of debuted it at Revolution, and so he's in the Battle Royal and he's doing the all fours thing, and I'm like, what's up with the crew? So we finally had that payoff in storyline
On Ring of Honor.
in Ring of Honor. Yes, so the crew is no more, and this is the most entertaining thing going into wrestling right now. I feel like Leo Rush really picked up where Ricky Sosa left off. Because like the Ricky Sosa hype has really died down as of late.
Well, I mean, other than the entrance, people weren't really posting clips of his matches. It was all the entrance.
Yeah, he can go though. Like, if you haven't seen a full Ricky Sosa match, go watch.
Mans can work.
He can work. He's up there with your Kevin Knight and your Javon Evans. He's next up. And
so I know he just got signed to TNA, didn't he?
He did, yes.
Okay, so I'll have a chance of seeing some more of his matches. Either that or send me some.
I will. He had a great match with Eric Young not too long ago.
Okay.
And that's, but out of all the OGs left in the X division right now, that's one of those things. He's the standard bearer. Okay, I'm still I'm live reacting to this tweet. Somebody, but decided to turn it on. So instead of watching AEW pay-per-view and going back to WWE is almost depressing. Somebody said, then don't. And so I didn't. I fell asleep. I fell asleep midstream, which is true. Like
then don't.
And then somebody said, but decided to still turn it on. So as a wrestling journalist, as someone who covers a live stream every week, I do have to watch this. Let me plug the live stream. Okay, so this is what I'm typing. As someone who live streams about wrestling every week, I am somewhat obligated.
17 people are watching Suge craft the tweet.
Yes. Shout out to all 17 of y'all. I'm somewhat obligated to keep up with everyone's weekly product, which we were talking about before. like right before we got on, I'm like, I only have a certain capacity for wrestling each week.
Because
Until
if
that,
you've got time to watch TNA, AEW, WWE, New Japan, keep up with GCW, like I'm happy for the time that you've got.
yeah, you're probably unemployed, or you do this professionally. At this point, this is all love of the game for me. Okay, so someone who live streams about wrestling every week, I'm somewhat obligated to keep up with weekly product each week. You should tune in.
Not even a cheap plug. Like that is bottom barrel plug right there. You should tune in.
I mean, what? Hey, look, the views and the shares, like engagement is engagement. I'll take it whichever way I can get, honestly.
Sweet merciful God. Just the way that you said that. Attention is attention.
It is. It is. I've been cooked on X before. I will probably be cooked on X again. But eventually, y'all gonna understand that I'm right. But yeah, like I feel like what dream matches do we have inside WWE versus people outside WWE that we haven't probably seen? I think WWE's biggest draw for the past 20, 30 years has been big name power. They've always had the biggest names that want to go here to work.
Yeah.
But we don't have that anymore. Unfortunately. Like who's gonna go to WWE to have a dream match with Roman Reigns?
The only person that I'm interested in seeing against him is Kenny Omega, just because I do think that that would be a damn good match.
You are probably right. Like
Like
who else do you want to see?
oh fuck. If I'm like, you know what? Let's do this real quick. Build a quick 6-match dream card for AEW WWE because Roman versus Omega has to either be there or it's Rollins versus Omega. But I feel like Rollins' knees ain't quite what they used to be.
Okay. Hold on. Let me banner this real quick.
Cause like what dream matches are there to get accomplished between AEW and WWE? I was thinking, did Gunther and Jack Perry ever have a match on the Indies?
I don't think so, but I honestly wouldn't want to see that.
I feel like it would be interesting with like because babyface Jack Perry can wrestle and wrestle interesting. Heel Jack Perry was not interesting at all.
I love heel Jack Perry.
He was not interesting to me. But yeah, let's.
Okay. Give me Kenny. We'll stick with Kenny. You get 3, I get 3.
Yeah.
So you got Kenny versus Roman Reigns. Give me Seth Rollins versus Will Ospreay.
That would be phenomenal. And even with Seth Rollins, injury history and stuff like that, he can still go. And Will Ospreay has shown that with severe injury history, he can still go. That match last night was insane. Or not last night, Sunday.
I feel like you're probably gonna see the tale of two people who don't work the way they used to, but are still at the very top of the game.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't need to be what it used to be. Like I all just need to scrap. Like that was my favorite part about Rollins versus Gunther, which was probably without interference would probably have been the match of the weekend, was the fact that Rollins was just fighting. He was just in there scrapping. So
Yeah,
Seth can work. Let's not act like he needs to fly around the way he used to, because you have to make yourself look different from Roman Reigns, who can't do too much. It still doesn't do too
absolutely.
much. And then John Moxley has been able to. I feel like since he's filled out more, his power game is more believable. But him working a more submission based style with the Death Riders has done a lot for him too. But I feel like now that he's not necessarily next to someone who's incredibly limited and someone who can't do what he wants to do because he's in WWE, which is bleed everywhere,
All over the place.
all over the place. Seth Rollins can really shine.
And
Um,
he's got that affinity for wanting to kind of suffocate people.
yeah, and you can't and ask Brian Danielson how that went with him.
Which, by the way, that would lead me to Gunther versus Brian Danielson.
Brian Danielson is retired.
I understand that, but
However,
you're not telling me that he wouldn't pop up for a one-time match. And it's either that or Nigel McGuinness is doing the rounds. Give me Nigel McGuinness versus Gunther.
or I see that and raise you a Samoa Joe versus Gunther.
Ooh. Because again, we just saw what Joe can still do with what he did with Ospreay. Him and Gunther will go. I feel like I'd have to agree with that.
Battle of the rear naked chokes, the coquina clutch, and
Does Gunther have a name for his finish?
no, Gunther doesn't have a finish. If I'm being quite honest with you,
And that's one of the best parts about his character. He can
yeah,
put you out with a clothesline, a big splash, rear naked choke, power bomb.
bomb. Yep. As long
I think I've
as
seen him win with a chop.
yeah, probably. I don't know if he's done that in the Fed, but definitely okay.
We got to get the women on here. Who would you put with like Tony Storm? Did
In
we ever get
WWE right now,
did we ever get Bianca versus Tony Storm in the WWE?
I don't think so. But I'd probably want to see something like Bianca versus Chris Statlander.
Power versus power, and both of them are like super athletic. They've got very similar move sets too.
Yeah.
So that would be a hell of a lot of fun. Would you put Bailey against anybody from AEW?
Sekla.
That would be a very interesting mesh of styles. I
Yeah.
think I'd be interested in that.
So what are we at? 5 now?
Yeah. And who hasn't FTR already wrestled in WWE's tag division?
Yeah, I don't even want to. The best tag team is the world in AEW right now.
Yeah, all of them. Like,
and the Motor City Machine Guns.
They're gone.
Sophie and Austin Creed.
They're gone.
They're gonna be there. What, into August?
Oh, they've got to be.
Yeah. So honestly, give me Takeshita versus the Real Grande Americano.
Takeshita versus Ludwig Kaiser, but he's got to be in the El Grande Americano gimmick.
Yeah, to be honest, nobody is. And I know a lot of people are going to give us flack because we left Oba Femi off the list.
I was going to say Oba versus Lashley if we have like an honorable mention.
Ooh. Yeah.
Because that's just two bulls bouncing off each other.
If you think about it, those are the only two people WWE have ever realistically pushed that can beat up on Brock Lesnar whenever they feel like it.
Exactly. And
Every
that's why you put those two immovable forces against each other.
everybody else is kind of they win sometimes, but they lose sometimes, and they win sometimes, but they lose sometimes. But it's been more Lashley and Oba than Lesnar in the past couple of years.
Mm.
But yeah, that would be it. We had six plus an honorable mention. I feel like that would be it.
Yeah, it's like the, and I'm sure like, the people that are watching have their own list and they've, are sitting on the other side of the screen yelling at us. You could have had this match. There's not a whole lot in terms of like WWE that what they've done that helps show what some of these people can do anymore.
Yeah, everything is. I feel like the story gets in the way more than anything in
And don't
WWE.
get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Storytelling is one of the most important parts about pro wrestling. Because if you don't really care why these two people are fighting, then you might just switch off. Because sometimes I'm not interested in UFC fights or boxing matches. But if I know the story behind it, if I'm invested in it, I'm gonna want to watch it.
So,
So,
and it's more the formula of the story. So, anything on TV right now is probably going to end up in a screwy finish until we get to, where we're supposed to go. I'll give you an example. Seth Rollins versus the Vision and the subsequent teams involved, which would in this case be the Street Profits versus OG Grande Americano and the Real Grande Americano in subsequent teams. There was a screwy finish on there was a screwy finish at Saturday Night Main Event. There was also a screwy finish on AAA. The finish on AAA was a super lucha, which is basically anything goes, street fight esque, and the match broke down because the Americanos got involved. Even though it's a no disqualification thing, eventually the Americanos started brawling to the point where the match couldn't be finished.
so they fought a no disqualification match into a no contest.
Yeah, a no DQ into a no contest. That's just because at first the Americanos weren't trying to touch each other because they had a stipulation. But Chad Gable had a t-shirt, of airbrush t-shirt with the Real Americano's girlfriend on it. And it said fired at the bottom.
That was the whole segment was incredible.
And
But
you know what? As and this is one of those things where yes, the story is great, but the real life consequences and things that happened in the week made that moment so much better because we found out last week that Ludwig Kaiser turned himself into the police in Florida because I guess sometime in April, him and his real life girlfriend were having an intimate moment in an elevator, and I'm guessing some old white man got on and was perturbed and got off and was said something like "Y'all better chill, or I'll call ICE on old girl." And Ludwig got off the elevator and whooped his ass.
as any respecting man would.
And so he went to the police, and there was a warrant out for his arrest. And so as soon as he found out he had a warrant, he was in Mexico. He came back. He flew back to the States, turned himself in, bonded right out, went to the court and was like, "Hey, I have to travel for work. I'm not a flight risk, as you can see. I was just in Mexico, and I came back to handle this, but I need to be able to travel for work. Will you grant me the ability to travel for my job?" And the court was like, "Sure." And so they had to cancel the Serenade of Americano
Well,
because of
I feel like they initially canceled that because one, the legal issues, but two, the news that had come out at that time, was not in favor of Ludwig.
yeah.
But news later on, saying that it was mostly a self-defense thing, or not necessarily self-defense, but like self-preservation thing, then I feel like Undertaker, who's also working on that booking committee, was like, yeah, let's bring this back. Because it was something that the audience was really looking forward to, apparently.
Absolutely. And if you saw the reception he got, then
So do you want to, we can put this into like the whole epic of everything, because Julius Creed walking around in a lucha mask, a gold chain, and a bulletproof vest, looking like he's coming straight off the set of Get Rich or Die Trying.
yeah, Blood in the Sand, 50 Cent. That was, to be honest, and I'm responding to someone saying that I complain about the product. Why would anybody care if I complain about the product? I I feel like at this point I have a track record of calling it more or less down the middle. There are bright spots and low spots about each and every product we watch every week.
Mm.
Okay. I don't complain about Raw nearly as much as I could.
Some of these shows could fill an entire hour.
Right. Um
And I'm sure one of these days it will.
I have a clip recently, I think it was either a week ago or a couple weeks ago. I didn't put out because I was on my way to work. But Raw Americanos are killing it right now. Both sets of Americanos are killing it right now. Javon Evans is killing it. Obafemi, Jacob Fatu. There are reasons to watch both shows. Don't get me wrong. Um, but yeah, I it's just when you go from wrestling to sports entertainment, it's a hard shift. It's a very hard shift. And I feel like saying it's not is disingenuous.
Yeah.
But again, Epic of Americana, like we have story, real life affecting story in a way that something like this is never going to happen again. I feel like this is what the bloodline. I feel like this is bloodline esque. This is right up there with the bloodline for me.
And the thing about this is they have the opportunity to do the right thing or to absolutely fuck up something that had the potential to be one of the best storylines of this year.
No, I don't think the Undertaker is going to mess this up.
He better not, because
I still have faith in the Undertaker.
It's
As a booker.
clear. It's clear where this needs to go. Like, you see the audience reaction. Every week he goes out there. It's absolutely insane. And it's something I never expected. Especially with the El Grande Americano gimmick. Like, whenever they first debuted that, I was like, oh, let's see how this goes.
To be honest, I didn't like it at first, but the very first AAA event that they had really turned me because Chad Gable can go. And I feel like Chad Gable has never really had the ability to be showcased the way he should. For the longest, Chad Gable was just a tag team guy. And when they finally put Chad Gable out on his own, they gave him this crazy Shorty G gimmick.
Which, by the way, Ludwig Kaiser did call him Shorty G in Spanish during
Shorty
that
G
promo.
Cabron.
Yeah, it like you said, man. Other than tag teams, and right after Shorty G, they threw him right into a tag team with Otis again.
Yeah, they did.
He has not, other than this gimmick, had a chance to prove what we've all known for a long time. That he is one of the best technical wrestlers that are currently breathing and can still go today. Look at the fucking transformation he's made, body-wise, over the last couple of years as well. Like, he's putting on weight. He's trying to get to that, like, main event build.
I mean, Chad Gable Chad Gable should have proven before he got hurt that he was a main eventer with Vikingo.
He did.
Yeah. Then unfortunately he got hurt right after. I can't wait for the Creeds and Gable to drop the masks because I don't feel like they've ever needed them.
And that's another thing. Like, it feels like WWE definitely put a lot more care into Rio and Bravo, like their kind of appearance and shit like that, to whereas it feels like there's been no care for the Creeds. Throw them out there in their American-made gear.
Yeah,
throw a mask on them.
I sent you a picture of that, the American-made gear. That was
hilarious. It feels almost a given that this is going to go the way of Kaiser.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't make sense for it not to, because remember, Grande Americano won the Reyes del Reyes tournament.
That's right.
So he has a shot at the AAA Mega Champion, which let's please keep any and all championships away from Dominic Mysterio. Because
did he get hurt again?
No, he just doesn't defend the belts.
Oh, that's what you meant.
We rarely get any defenses from him. That's my I don't, because they have to force him to defend the Mega Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be interesting to see what happens moving forward in AAA now that his dad is the general manager.
So my question is here, since Grande Americano won the Rey de Reyes, whoever wins this match for the mask, is that who's going to go challenge Dom?
No, because it was we know which one won the sword. I mean, unless Chad Gable steals it.
Okay.
And that'd be something. Let's see. We got a couple more things to hit here. Let's follow up on something we first broke last week. We know that MLW was starting to work with more promotions, and we name dropped Progress last week, I want to say.
We did, because I was like, we've got to go to the UK, and there's like 2 or 3 promotions out there that, would maybe be willing to do something like that. And I was like, Progress is at the stage where they kind of need to expand outward or they're going to die.
Yeah. And the news broke earlier this morning that Big Damo,
WWE almost killed him.
Yeah. I'm glad they killed them by calling everybody, by signing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But Big Damo and Nikki Cross have acquired both Progress and Defy Wrestling.
Seems like Nikki Cross put that fucking master's degree to good use.
She did, and to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if these were the promotions that MLW would be looking to work with moving forward. That
Because you
weren't.
said Damo's been working with MLW for a long minute now, right?
Yeah, Damo signed not too long ago. But that's the thing about MLW. They do they do big pay-per-view esque shows, but they don't run like your weekly episodic show. MLW Fusion has seasons, so they're gearing up to do the weekly tapings of MLW Fusion, and then after they finish that up, that's when they do stuff like um, their big 40-man battle riot,
Battle Riot.
and then they do their like they did a Halloween show that I was able to catch in Long Beach where they did the Cage of Horrors thing where they fried C.W. Anderson in the electric chair.
That's one of your favorite moments in wrestling, isn't it?
So close, but it was what's his name? He just left MLW too. He was with with our boy
Cruel?
Alex Kane.
Was
No,
it
Cruel left as well.
yeah, I know I just saw he left.
Mr. Anderson? Not Anderson?
No, you said was with
Alex Kane.
Mr. Thomas?
Mr. Thomas. I got
What's up, Nine Tails?
what's going on, fam? I've been walking my friend through the Matrix trilogy. So I got, Matrix on the brain for a while.
Mr. Anderson.
But it looks like they're moving people around to I want to word this carefully. It looks like they might be moving their roster around to find people who might work well or work a little bit better internationally.
Yeah.
A little bit more well known internationally. Because progress outside of the US for the most part.
What's happening in Wrestleverse? Nine Tails asks.
A whole lot. We just finished covering Americano. That amazing week last week was for Ludwig Kaiser. You missed our 6-card dream matches that we might want to see from WWE and
Versus AEW.
Yeah, and I think that was pretty solid. And now we're covering the elevator match. You talking about didn't somebody just get kicked into an escalator?
Was it during the Stampede match?
Yeah, it was. I think it was one of the dogs fell up some stairs and got super kicked into an escalator. But not even elevator matches.
It seemed like Clark Connors was kind of the gimmick guy for some of those spots.
Yeah.
Like at one point, one of the Jacksons put a trash can over him, and he was seated in a cart, and they wheeled him down the ramp, and the other Jackson hit him with a super kick.
They drove a bus in the Mark Davis.
Isn't he in the Continental Classic?
Yeah, I guess he moved out the way. They pulled the damn Vince McMahon. But
they drove a bus into Mark Davis.
Yeah, Jack Perry drove the Jurassic Express into Mark Davis. And like I'm gonna see if I can find the video clip. I'm pretty sure I shared it. But someone was like way in the back in like the nosebleed area of whatever stadium they were at in New York. And they did it live. So they could see They could see the bus being driven into Mark Davis while the match is happening in the ring.
Wait, that wasn't a segment that they pre-taped?
No, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Could you imagine just walking down the street outside one day and you just hear and you see a bus just smash into something?
Yes,
That'd be the craziest fucking thing.
I live in Los Angeles. People get hit by buses all the time. People hit buses all the time too. So it's
Ooh, I guess they care about people out here a little bit more in Longmont.
yeah, a tad bit.
Shit.
How did I not share that moment? Hold on.
Hola.
I'm pretty sure I could find it. Do a quick little and oh here damn.
Damn.
I just see the actual moment. Let me check my likes. But yeah, that happened in real time. You said you watched some of it. So go ahead and start at the top of the card.
Let's see if I remember correctly. The first match was the tag team street fight between FTR and Copen Cage.
That was
absolutely a fun match. They had a killer match to start. It was definitely one that they could, follow up. It's not like they did Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay in a cage before the start of the show. But this was a hell of a start-off match. It had everything from a flaming table to Dax Harwood throwing Beth Phoenix face first into a set of steel steps.
Hey dog, they put Big Stoke through a flaming table.
And Cash went through it too.
Yeah, but Stoke caught most of it just because.
No, I think Cash landed on Stoke.
Yeah, because he was covered. He was more covered.
Yeah, this was a hell of a match. There's a couple dumb spots like putting Christian Cage's arm into a cinder block and hitting the cinder block with the chair. Like,
so I banged your mom.
What do you got to say? I banged your mother.
It wasn't a bunch of no's and nevers. It was
I banged your mom.
Yeah.
And then whenever Christian laced the barbed wire around the middle rope and did like the step on the shoulders thing to choke him with the rope, fucking Dax just goes, "No. Oh God, fuck."
Yeah, it was different. It was not you're not your standard. No, I'll never give up.
This was a damn fun I Quit match. There was a moment where it looked I don't remember what Edge was about to do, but Cash is like, whoa, stop. I will say it if you just give me a second. And then Stoke walked in there with the gold watch and cracked Edge. I didn't see the watch at first. I was like, what do you mean Edge is selling a punch from Stokely like that?
Yeah.
But the psychology of the match was fantastic. And there was a little bit of blood, but not like I was expecting. I was expecting a lot of blood, but I forgot they were in New Jersey. The Athletic Commission doesn't like blood that much.
Oh, they were in New Jersey or New York?
I'm pretty sure it was in Newark.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I thought it was in New Jersey.
I'm not sure. I'm still trying to find this clip.
Hey, you're good.
And I think Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Maybe it was on Instagram. I'll see if I can. I'm still doing my best to find it.
Understandable. I think the next match was Takeshita and Okada, which, as to be expected, was fucking incredible.
Yeah, and I'm glad they're finally getting this belt on someone who is more likely to defend it.
And someone who's going to have banger matches. It's not to say that Okada's not going to have banger matches, but you can tell when Okada's phoning it in.
Yeah. Hold on, real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
No, we'll save it. We'll save it for the Stadium Stampede. But I found it.
You found it. You found it.
I found it.
Shit. What was match number 3?
But
I don't remember the order of the card. Suge, could you pull that up real quick?
Of course I can. You know.
I just don't remember the order of which the matches went.
And I'm probably gonna end up watching this tonight. Like we were talking about earlier, I have between work and parenting and my other little side hustles and whatnot. I've also been working a lot of overtime as of late because I'm trying to buy myself a very nice Father's Day gift. But between all of that, it's been a lot. I'm doing my best. Damn it.
And that's all we can do, bro.
So after that, we got Athena versus Mina Shirakawa.
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't know if there was something in between it. And this was a fun match. I've realized that Mina Shirakawa might have some of the lightest work punches I've ever seen in my life.
I love her entrance. Like, this is someone she can go, but Mina Shirakawa's vibes are undeniable.
And dude, she's got that dance routine down.
She does.
Again, Athena and Mina, they were not gonna not have a good match. And go ahead.
You got it.
I was just about to say that this match ended kind of quickly, and not quickly, but ended abruptly. Like Athena got the win out of almost thin air. It felt.
I enjoyed that.
And it keeps up with the fact that Athena is the best women's wrestler contracted to AEW.
That's a fact. I wish they would get her to the main. Like, I feel like they only bring out.
At this point, I'm wondering if it's a her decision.
It might be.
Like, maybe she just likes working with younger talent.
Yeah, that could be the case.
But yes, Athena, Mina, they had a hell of a match.
I'm still reacting to this tweet. You know, gotta keep the numbers high. And somebody said, I tweeted and said the same thing. Reinforcement.
Someone's here to help, unless he decides to turn on you.
Listen, I don't really care. It is what it is. People will always find something negative to say. Even when we're.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
Damn.
I think there might be a slight delay.
There might be. It could just be the ADHD, like the battle of the ADHD brain. But even when we try our best to find positives everywhere, wherever we can, it's always going to be somebody with something to say. It's X. This is the most the most combative and controversial. Yeah, it's out here. People.
I feel like that's a good way of putting it. Combative, because no matter what you post, you're going to have someone reply to it going, "Nuh-uh."
Yeah, and that's okay. Feel how you want to feel.
After Mina and Athena, was it the Stampede match?
No, it was John Moxley defeating Kyle O'Reilly via submission. And
Via an ankle lock.
yes, and I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the story they told with in-ring work versus the story they tried to tell. Or that, like, I enjoy when things there's a story in things versus you trying to push a story. Like, I'll give you another example later in the night, or just throughout MJF and Darby Allin's series of matches. Period. The side headlock takeover.
It's been one of my favorite parts of their whole story.
Yeah, and so when Kyle O'Reilly and John Moxley had their first set of matches, it seemed like John Moxley was afraid of submissions. Like,
And if you even look back to his rivalry with Hangman, like once he got hanged with that chain, he tapped out damn near instantly.
yeah,
Like you said, it seems like Moxley's character had a fear of being in submissions.
he's not the type that's gonna let you choke him out and fade in the match. He'd rather give up than be choked out. Like, a lot of baby faces will just pass out. He's not the pass out type. He's gonna tap, but not here. He fought through several submissions.
And he was in an ankle lock for a minute too.
Quite a long
Like
time.
Kyle had that motherfucker in him. I love the chemistry that Kyle O'Reilly and John Moxley have because, yeah, Kyle is known for his martial arts and his, jiu-jitsu background. That motherfucker's a brawler.
Yeah.
And he does not get to show it unless he's in the ring with someone like Moxley.
Someone who's going to stand there and scrap with him.
Yeah, I love Kyle O'Reilly versus John Moxley. That's been one of my favorite pairings since AEW's been started.
Hell yeah! And after that, we had Will Ospreay and Samoa Joe in the Owen quarterfinal.
Before we get started on this, the greatest walkaway I maybe have ever seen, other than I think it was John Cruz that did the shoulder shrug while he was in the midair. Ospreay went for the Os cutter, and Joe was like, "Nah, fuck that."
And then Clone's doing it too.
That's perfect. At least somebody's going to keep it alive.
It needs to be kept alive.
Yeah, because you just got to have the charisma to carry it.
Clone has all the charisma in the world.
I love Ares, dude. I just wish that they didn't have him in a fucking... By the way, what happened to Hologram? I haven't seen him in a minute.
He got hurt.
Of course. Injury bug.
Everybody's got it.
Yeah. Oh, shit. The Vision is damn near dead.
The Vision is cursed, bro. The Vision is 100% cursed. When Seth Rollins did the old fake injury thing, it cursed the Vision.
The wrestling gods were like, "Oh, you want to fucking play games?"
Yeah, that's fake an injury or fuck with Danhausen. That's a good way to get.
I am sorry to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, y'all got swept. This was 2 sweeps this NBA final season. The Lakers and the Cavs got swept.
Yeah, I mean, what we can look at though is the Spurs and the Thunder are beating the shit out of each other. That's some real basketball right there.
I haven't been this excited for a playoffs in a very long time. I'm glad that the super team has fallen and we can get back to some real competitive basketball.
Oh, absolutely. Because you look at the Thunder, they're not a super team. You look at the Spurs, they're not a super team. You look at the Knicks.
Yeah.
You got Brunson and Cat, but everybody else around them are role players.
A duo is not a super team.
No, not at all. So, like,
even the Golden State Warriors before they got KD was not a super team.
No, because I mean, because Draymond isn't a superstar. You
No,
can't call Draymond a superstar.
Iggy wasn't either.
Clay and Steph though.
Iggy wasn't either. Don't forget about
Hey,
Iguodala.
a Denver Nuggets fan, Andre Iguodala is my dog.
Yeah,
He's a star to me, damn it.
he's a star to me. And then
Uh,
after we got that this Samoa Joe match, Swerve Strickland versus Bandido.
Beautiful poetry in motion. These two made magic.
We gotta forget, Swerve excels at lucha,
We got one of the greatest house calls of all time, too.
and then Swerve. This is what Swerve shared. Since we're doing screen grabs, we're trying to be a tad more entertaining. He shared Goku standing on Nappa's head. Gotta scroll down a tad bit more. Do I got it? Do I got it?
Is it coming? Is it coming?
It's not. It's not coming. I'm sorry. I don't have it, but believe me, it happened. Take my word for it, bro.
Trust me, bro.
I probably liked it, but I don't want to spend too much time on it.
Mm.
Bandito is injured. He shared a picture of himself throwing the mask away, saying he has to go home. So hopefully he's not injured too bad. It'd be quite a terrible streak of injuries for Matt.
Brother, you're still the Ring of Honor champion.
Yeah, hopefully there's an interim involved if he is injured, and they don't go the Nick Wayne route.
Quick pitch. Who would you have be interim Ring of Honor champion right now?
Leo Rush.
Leo Rush? I was going to say Shane Taylor, but Leo Rush would be fun.
Leo, like we were talking about earlier, Blackheart Leo Rush is the most over thing amongst the internet wrestling community right now.
I could also see him with the belt and it being super schmeagly from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. So at 100%, put it on Leo Rush. And you can have people just like afraid of him. That's like the gimmick is so it's peak
bizarre.
Right
It's so good, and like everybody that he's gone against, even Pac. It's crazy to see Pac, his character, look concerned like that.
Yeah.
And the whole time he's like, I remember you. I am not okay with this.
I love that. I love how we're getting payoffs. Like we got a payoff from Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush from 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So like the continuity is there. I love that about wrestling. So
yeah.
We have history. Let me see.
So after Bandito and Swerve, I had to go pick up my wife, and I came back. I think it was Stadium Stampede, right?
Yeah, so it was Thekla defeated Hikaru Shida, Jamie Hayter, and Chris Statlander.
Okay, I missed that match entirely then.
It was a 14-minute match.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't long.
No. I can see what people are talking about where you probably should have more women on the shows just because the women's division doesn't necessarily feel full. Like
you look at it and you've got Jamie Hayter popping up. You've got Toni Storm hasn't popped up in a minute, has she?
I think she's injured as well. They didn't say she was injured, but she's definitely off TV for the rest of the year.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that. So yeah, you've got like a majority usual cast. And then you're kind of just waiting for Mercedes to come back, it feels like.
Yeah, you just have to elevate the rest of the women's division.
Mm.
We haven't done a good job of doing that. You have Tony Storm, Monet. I'd say Willow is up there.
Oh, Willow is one of the most over talents AEW has. I'm just waiting for them to pull the trigger and put the main women's title on her.
And when she gets back from injury, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, because her shoulder's fucked too, isn't it?
Yeah, and she had to relinquish the TBS title.
That's devastating.
It was.
So she's going to be gone for a minute.
Yeah, they didn't even do a interim. So I guess there's no real standard for interim champions anymore. I don't think they're going to do it anymore. I kind of hope that they don't. But depending on the length of the injury, you're probably going to see a relinquish instead of an interim title.
Which makes sense. It's the right thing to do.
And then after that, that's when we got the Stadium Stampede.
Okay. All right, pull up this clip because I need to see it.
Hold on. I'm typing back to someone who understands.
Ah, yes. A person of culture.
Yeah, it's very few of them out there. Some people just want to. I'm not necessarily going to go back and forth. If I don't have time to watch all the wrestling, I don't have time to go back and forth with people on the internet. Unfortunately, like this might be the time. Like, and I'm probably going to mute the tweet when I get done with this. But this is like the best time to really catch me is when I'm live, because after this, I'm going
We got
to the gym.
lives.
Yeah, no, after this, I'm going to the gym. After that, I'm going to come back, hang out with the family, and I'm going to go watch The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, hell yeah. Tell me how it is. Don't give me any spoilers, but let me know how it is.
It's been spoiled enough for me as it is.
I'm not on Twitter, so I haven't been on Twitter in a minute, so I'm very glad nothing's been spoiled for me in a minute.
It was TikTok for me.
Again, I am not on TikTok. I am very glad it hasn't been spoiled for me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No, I was trying to get it the screen as large as I possibly could, but it went full, it popped out first, then it went full screen. Are you ready?
We ready? Let's see this shit.
Can you hear the audio?
Yeah.
All right. So this is about the view I had my first time at Revolution.
The person's like, oh, that's right out here. This is crazy to do this live. I'm going to say that 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh. Oh, shit, yo. Niggas got murked. You heard GTA, you understand?
Yeah.
Got real life GTA, you understand? Holy shit.
AEW, where you get your money's worth, especially in the cheap seats.
Every time. And then shout out to Joe Farrow for the footages.
That's got to be one of the coolest things to ever see at a live event. Just like, oh, they're right. That's where they'd be. Sees them show up. Oh, that's cool. And then they just hear the bus.
Yeah.
I guess I got to watch the match in full because this is one of the matches I missed and I need to watch it.
Stadium Stampede. I love how they find a way to get as much people on the card as possible,
especially for these big shows. Like Double or Nothing, All In, All Out. They always have a way to get everybody a paycheck.
Even Revolution, you know.
Yeah, Revolution's got their own little gimmicks too.
Yeah, the Battle Royal for the National Championship. Again, something I enjoyed completely. And then after that was the main event.
Which, from what I heard from Stadium Stampede, Darby and Max had a lot to kind of, not be overshadowed by the match before. And I'd say they did it.
The easiest way to do that is have Darby Allin almost kill himself a couple of times.
That was the gnarliest landing to a suicide dive I've ever seen in my life. Well, not ever seen in my life, because I saw Lita fucking scorpion herself and break her back.
Oh, I thought she broke her neck.
Was it her neck? I thought it was her back in that match.
Broke her neck and her back?
It could definitely be her neck. Because I do remember her. I do remember her in the neck brace now.
My neck, my back.
My back.
She broke both her back and her neck in her career.
I think she broke her back. I think in New Year's Revolution was the event. She
said she didn't. So, like, from what I can hear here, she didn't really know. She might have broken her back there because apparently in 2002 she broke that while filming Dark Angel.
Oh, I forgot she did movies.
But that's a dang.
But yeah, did you watch any of Max and Darby?
Just the high spots.
And there were quite a few of them.
Like I gotta catch that probably tomorrow night. I might have time to watch it.
From what I was seeing, a lot of people are touting this as like a top 5 AEW pay-per-view.
It's, I think, top 3 on Cage Match right now. Top 3 of the pay-per-views.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch that later tonight, like all the way through. Now that I've got everything set up, that TV's all nice and set up. Make some burritos, get all comfortable, and I'll watch some AEW tonight.
I have to do that too. But it kind of goes back to it's jarring to go from sports entertainment to professional wrestling. It's jarring to go from lucha libre to professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, you haven't lost the plot.
A certain company, I think they might have, but we'll see.
And I don't want to end on some tragic news, but I do want to point out that we did lose in-ring worker this week.
And this is one of the very rare in-ring, well, not in-ring because it didn't happen in-ring, but one of the very rare in-match passing aways that we've had. There's not been a whole lot of them, but this one's tragic.
Yeah, so we're got to rest in peace to
Piloto Suicida.
Again, this sports entertainment. It's very dangerous, incredibly dangerous. I think it was attempting a top rope maneuver.
He was attempting a top rope moonsault, and he did not get it. It looked like he kind of slipped more than he didn't get the rotation.
And we've seen this happen quite a few times. Like people, and usually it's like fractured skull, broken neck, but unfortunately somebody did pass away.
And I believe that's what I read was it was a skull fracture that led to instantaneous.
And so just a moment of silence for our fallen brother here. All right. That's a very unfortunate way to end the episode. I wanted to do it at the beginning, but we just kind of
Well, the news dropped like this morning, right? Like early this morning.
Yeah. But yeah, the news just kind of rolled in, and so I wanted to do it earlier, but the way we came into the episode, it would have been a very hard thing to transition from.
Yeah, I was about to say it would have switched up the demeanor. Like we would not have had the energy that we came in with.
Yeah.
But
it's a difficult thing to do.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Our condolences go out to friends and family and to those that were in ring with him that night, because this has to be weighing on them as well.
Absolutely. And that's going to do it here from us at West Coast Weekly. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you caught
all
us at
40 of you.
Listen, this is the most we've had since we returned back to our weekly streaming. So hopefully we can continue to grow, and not just grow in numbers, but grow in people to participate. Feel free to leave a comment. It's always a little bit more, way more fun if we're interacting with y'all on the stream versus me live tweeting. But again, if you didn't catch the whole episode, go ahead and watch it, run it back from the beginning, if you will. We're going to hopefully lock in a set schedule.
Yeah, I was about to say, if I hit the field here soon, then I'll probably have a little bit more of a set schedule, so I'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll be able to announce a set schedule very soon, because I can still do mornings. I just got to get out at a certain time.
Mornings probably like
it's done for
this,
you.
Like 9 o'clock until like the end of this week, maybe. But we'll see. Like mornings may no longer be on the table.
It's okay. We can move to evenings.
And I ain't got no problem with that.
It's whatever's clever. But thank y'all for the morning crew. It's been holding on, hanging out with us since we moved to this streaming platform. Thank you so much. I don't know what number it is. We stopped numbering these when I realized I don't really know how to count too well. So yeah, thank y'all so much. You got anything going this evening?
What's today? Tuesday? Nah. Like I said, gonna go to the store, get some groceries, make some burritos, have a blast.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try to enjoy my only full day off with the family.
Hell yeah.
Catch up on some wrestling, do some other nerd stuff. But thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all have a great day. Leave some comments. Follow us on X and YouTube.